Welcome to this episode of Ask the Guitar Coach, the only podcast where you get answers to all your guitar-related questions. If you're interested in developing your guitar skills and reaching your music goals, please send me an email at the email address ioannis@ioannis.org. That is ioannis@ioannis.org, so that I can let you know about all the different packages of elite guitar coaching and how you can get private coaching by me. Without further ado, let's go to our question for the day. Are the most technically skilled rock guitarists as good technically as their jazz counterparts? So here's a very interesting question that doesn't usually fall in the usual pool of questions that I receive for Ask the Guitar Coach. So this friend of the show asks, you have some really good technically good rock guitar players, and you have equally good, equally famous jazz guitar players. Who is better technically, or at least are the rock guitar players as good as the jazz guitar players? Once again, we're talking about technique, okay? I want to make this crystal clear, because depending on what we concentrate on, the answer might be different. So technically, rock guitar players or jazz guitar players, and we're talking about the top of the line, okay? So are the rock guitarists as good as the jazz guitarists? The answer is hell yeah. In the vast majority of cases, a rock guitarist will be technically more accomplished. So this has nothing to do with how good a musician is the jazz guitarist or the rock guitarist, but technically speaking, there is a much more emphasis in rock guitar in technical aspects for various reasons. One of the way that the electric guitar, the rock guitar, has developed is by being a more flamboyant way of playing, more open to big arenas and everything. So you want to have things to inspire people and to impress people that are on audience. So this creates a need for advanced technique. Also, after the early 80s, there's been an even more of a technical insurgence in electric guitar. So let's just say that the standards are really high. If you want to go there, you can obviously play not technically, there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you enjoy, but once you go to the people that are highly technically developed, they're really well developed technically. So during the last 30 years or so, the technical requirements for electric guitar is for rock electric guitar, and it's like different branches like progressive metal, metal music, and all these kind of things. It's very high. Once again, I'm going to repeat, I'm sorry I'm repeating it so much, because I don't want anybody to go say, oh, I just heard that rock guitarists are better than jazz guitarists. This is not what I'm saying. I'm saying they're more technically inclined, and on the average, good rock guitar players are more technically proficient than good jazz guitar players. And this is part of the music. For example, let me answer it the opposite way. An average jazz guitar player will have more musical knowledge than an average rock guitar player, meaning he will know more theory, he will know more chords, he will know more scales, and he will know how to use them in the right places. Why is that? Is it because they're wiser? No, it's part of the music. You need to have this understanding to play this kind of music, jazz music. The opposite is kind of true for rock music. A rock guitarist will have the ability to coax a much larger quantity of different sounds from the instruments, and will be more technically impressive, because these are requirements for good rock guitar playing. So being technically accomplished is something that's much more important in rock music than it is in jazz. So to answer the question, yes, absolutely, good rock guitar players are definitely as good technically as their counterparts in jazz music, probably even more from my understanding. So there you have it. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you on the next episode of Ask the Guitar Coach. Don't forget, keep sending me your questions and I'll make sure I will answer them in a future episode. Bye bye.